coming to California. We're watching your six, folks. Stay ready, stay free. And when the world goes crazy, what should we do? Drink up, sing it fast. It's the Denton and Sasquatch show. Two voices you ought to know. From prepping tips to politics, they tell it straight. No tricks from Dixie to the Golden Coast. Freedom's what they love the most. Download the podcast, let the truth roll on the Denton and Sasquatch show. This place is half talk show, half weird daycare. I love it!
Hello, and welcome once again to the Denton and Sasquatch Show, coming to you live from both California and Alabama. My name is Sasquatch. I live in California. His name is Denton. He lives in Alabama. And somehow, through the modern wizardry we call the internet, we make it sound like we're in the exact same room. Except tonight, Denton's not going to be here, like he hasn't been. He's taking care of family problems, family issues, so we wish him the best of luck. To fill in, I got a very special guest to help me out tonight, and I'm very proud and happy to have him here. His name is Seth, and he is my son.
What's up?
There you go. I was afraid you were going to clam up on me. All right. Real quick, this is our end of year review for 2025, and it's not going to be like any of the others you've ever heard, because we're taking all the stories that that other podcasts, TV shows, whatever, aren't really talking about. So you probably haven't heard about any of these stories we're going to talk about, and hopefully that'll make the show even better. I don't know. Possibly. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. If you want to get a hold of us, you can always do that. DentonandSassShow@gmail.com. DentonandSassShow@gmail.com. You can also find us on YouTube if you'd rather watch the show than listen to it. So first off, we're going to dive in by getting to know our special guest here, Seth, my son. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Seth.
What's up, guys? I'm 19. This is my, third time being on here?
I think so. Second or third, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm somewhat familiar with the get-up. It's been a minute, about 2 years, 3 years, since I last been on here.
Probably.
So I sounded like a wee little lad at the time. Now I'm a big, strong lad. I'm not yet a man yet. That is from years to come. But I've graduated high school. I'm going to college now. And I'm going for my fire department academy because I just finished all my other classes, my prerequisites, and I passed all of them with wonderful colors.
Pat yourself on the back, why don't you?
I will. It was hard.
I'm sure it was.
For one particular class, the EMT class, I had to take it twice because it is a 50% chance to pass. Like, I'm not kidding. This semester, there was about 40 that started, and now that graduated, there's 13. So it's actually less than 50% now, but it's tough. You have to do your fair share of studying.
You do, and second time around, you bared down and you did it, so I'm proud of you. What are we doing? We're going to dinner, right, for your graduation?
We are. We're gonna go to BJ's right by our house, and yeah, we're gonna have a good old time. I'm gonna get my bread bowl of clam chowder for $10.
Gross! Clam chowder is sickening.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, you and Mom are the only ones that like it around here.
There's plenty of people that like it around here. That's why they have it on all the menus.
I mean, in this household.
Well, I'm sure the dogs will like it too.
Probably. All right. So is that pretty much it for 2025? You do anything else fun?
Got a new guitar. That was fun. The acoustic.
That's right. You got one for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. It was an early Christmas, but it was also an appreciation gift for doing what I needed to do in class. So, yeah, I've been practicing almost every day. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, but I try to be as consistent as possible because you have to.
What is your, man, I just lost the word. What is your favorite genre that you play and listen to?
It's tough.
It's not tough. You play the same thing all the time. Metallica, Slipknot, System of a Down.
Yeah, I do play the same thing all the time, but I've been trying to learn new stuff. Like, honestly, there's not a lot of rock songs or metal songs that I listen to that have much acoustic in it. I mean, yeah, I play Fade to Black, but I already learned how to play that before I got the acoustic. So, like, every once in a while, I'll whip it out and play it, but I don't know. Like, I learned how to play Drive by Incubus,
That's
like
what
the
she
little
said.
intro. I could play, what is it? Good Riddance by Green Day. I can play that. That's pretty neat. What else have I learned recently?
You were playing a lot of Metallica at the beginning.
Oh, when I first started playing on the electric?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's like the thing you should start with. I'm not saying that they're very easy riffs. They're just very simple. It can be simple, but it can't be easy, if that makes sense. There's not a lot of finger movement. It's a lot
Hey,
of
that's like this
chords.
show. Can't be easy, but
It's simple.
it's simple. Trust me, this show is about as simple as you get. Just turn on a mic and talk. All right. Well, like I said, we're doing the year in review for 2025, and I just went through the internet and grabbed a bunch of crap. Some of these will be funny, some of them will be gross, some of them will be heartbreaking. I don't know. Just got a bunch of them, and we're gonna talk about them. So here we go. First up, a 12-year-old child has been detained in Sweden for allegedly killing the wrong person after being paid over $26,000 to carry out an assassination. So you were playing with Legos when you were 12. This kid's killing people.
I step in the wrong direction, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. The incident occurred on Monday, December 12th in Malmö, southern Sweden, when a 21-year-old man was shot and killed in a car, according to Swedish daily newspaper Aftonbladet. The shooting happened around 10:30 p.m. as the victim and his friends were traveling in an Audi along Galgenbacksvigen in Oxie. Police received reports of the shooting at around 11 p.m. and the victim, who was sitting in the back seat, was taken to the hospital following a murder investigation. Oh, he was pronounced dead. Following a murder investigation, police identified the 12-year-old as the prime suspect and took him into custody on Tuesday. Any thoughts?
So who gave this kid a gun? Did they give him like an airsoft gun, but just put some normal bullets in there?
That's not the way airsoft works.
I know, but they could have gave him an actual thing and then painted the tip orange.
Well, it's a little different over in Finland. You can own guns, but I don't think you can keep them in your home. You have to keep them in an armory.
Okay.
I could be mistaken. Maybe that's not Finland, but I think it is. Anyway,
Whatever.
yeah, I mean, but you know the story. If you were to wipe out all the guns on the earth, the only people that would have guns are the bad guys that aren't supposed to have guns. So,
Because they don't get them normally anyways.
exactly. So yeah, the moral of the story is: if you're 12, don't kill people. All right, next up, the Salvation Army of Bear, Vermont received a heartwarming surprise when a gold coin worth $4,100 was discovered in one of its Red Kettle campaign donation buckets. The coin was hidden inside a taped dollar bill and dropped off anonymously, providing a significant boost to the organization's fundraising efforts. Blah, blah, blah. They took it to a jeweler, found out that it was worth the $4,000. The unexpected gift comes as the Salvation Army works towards its $55,000 fundraising goal. I did some searching about this. Apparently, 82% of donations go directly to the Salvation Army programs, with roughly 18% covering admin, fundraising, and overhead. So, I don't know. Would you ever give a $4,000 coin to Salvation Army?
I would not. I would put it inside my bank and keep it there forever.
All right. Well, good for you.
Even though I did have some inside intel at a Salvation Army. I had a friend that lived there for quite a bit, and apparently their food is horrible. So maybe that $55,000 isn't really as much as it seems.
Well, wait a second. Your friend lived at the Salvation Army?
Yeah.
You talking about Gabe?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was part of the Salvation Army.
Yeah. It wasn't like a storage one where you got like stupid furniture and shit. It was like a little living quarters one.
Yeah. Okay, now I get it. I was thinking he was like living inside of a Salvation Army store.
Yeah, he's like roof man. He's living inside the ceiling and shit.
All right, this is kind of a sweet story, I thought. Kathleen Allen Duncan, 73, of Topeka, Kansas, passed away in September, the Washington Post reported on December 17th, but her husband, Tuck, was determined for her spirit to live on this Christmas. Kathy was a collector of snowmen and had about 1,000 figurines that she displayed each year for 5 decades. At her funeral, he remembers thinking, "We need to build one last one." So Tuck, 74, rented a vacant store in a shopping mall and recruited family members to create an exhibit of Kathy's snow people. The family said that they hope to spread joy, and they've been surprised at the response. Thousands of people have visited in person, and millions more have seen photos on social media. Tuck said the project cost him about $1,500 and was worth every penny. The family will disassemble the display on Christmas Eve and split the figurines between them to make new scenes in their own homes. So that's sweet, right?
Yeah.
Did your granny ever collect anything?
Earrings, actually. She used to have a shit ton of earrings.
That's just a woman thing.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. You live to a point to where you slowly start gathering things. Now it's a collection.
Maybe that's what happened to our neighbor.
That's not a collection. That's a hoard.
It is. All right. All right. This one I entitled Dicks of the Year. And probably for good reason. Hold on, I lost my mouse. There we go. All right. Roy Marsh, 86, was in Lincolnshire, England earlier this year when he rested on a bench. A leaf blew into his mouth, the BBC reported on December 10th. Marsh spit out the leaf, but just as I got up to walk away, 2 guys came up to me, Marsh said. One of the littering enforcement officers told Marsh that he had been seen spitting, to which Marsh called him a silly boy. Marsh ended up receiving a fine of $334.50, later reduced to $200.70, which he paid. But Adrian Finley, a county councillor for Lincolnshire, said, enforcement officers are taking it too far. Excuse me. If it looks like a genuine accident, then you have to give people an opportunity to apologize and pick it up. It was all unnecessary and out of proportion, Marsh said. Thoughts?
Well, if that were me, I would have been fined $600 because there would have been 2 more wads in those officer faces.
Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy.
If I got charged $300 for spitting out a leaf, honestly, I don't even know what to say. Just don't live in Britain. It's a horrible place.
I agree with you there. And to all our British listeners, we totally love you.
Yeah. Hate the sin, not the sinners.
There you go. All right, this could possibly be the grossest story of the year. The Delco Pooper seeks to flush charges, says the headline. The notorious Delco Pooper, the Pennsylvania woman who doo-dooed on another motorist's car in a road rage incident earlier this year, is using what might be called the bidet of justice to flush the charges against her. Christina Solomento, 44, was charged with indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, disposing of waste on a highway, criminal mischief, and harassment. Then she had an open lewdness charge added to her docket. Solomento will be on probation for 2 years. In addition, she will be required to log community service hours, take anger management classes, and avoid posting about her case online. Did you hear anything about this one?
I did not, actually. It's pretty new to me. What a way to go to community service. You know, people around you are going to be like, hey, what are you in for? And you're like, yeah, I shit on this bitch's car. It's so worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, try not to poop on people's cars. That's
Yeah, we're not birds, we're people.
You're not going to make free. Oh, God, could you imagine if people had wings flying above the freeway?
Yeah, no more stupid smog services they have to pay for.
All right. This one's named after Homer Simpson's famous doe. This is the Doe Award. And it goes to a California funeral director accidentally handed a grieving father a bag containing, you're reading it, so I can't make you guess, containing his son's brain instead of the clothing he was wearing the day he died, a lawsuit says. The family of Alexander Pinion said in their lawsuit that they had purchased a $10,000 full-service memorial tribute from Lima Family Erickson Memorial Chapel that included dressing the body for viewing. When Pinion's father went to the mortuary to retrieve his son's clothing, funeral director Annette Singh handed him a red biohazard... Well, there's your first warning right there, red biohazard bag. She thought contained the clothing. Upon returning home, the father made the gruesome discovery when he dumped the contents of the bag into his washing machine. Oh, man, how hard is it to get brains out of your washing machine? The family did not know of the autopsy on Pinion's brain, and the mortuary didn't explain the morbid mix-up, according to the lawsuit. So how would you handle that if, you came home with, I don't know, say my brains, and you dumped them in the washing machine?
I don't know. I never would see myself happening to me.
Is that like a permanent scar?
It could be.
I'd say it's definitely a permanent mental scar when you see. I mean, even if you don't know the person and it's just brains, you're like, ew.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see more of that in the future. That's for sure.
Yes, you will. All right. This one is called Big Fat Lying Liars Who Lie Award. An Ohio woman braved indoor skydiving at iFly, but lied about her weight on the sign-in form. She warned others not to make the same mistake. In the video, she wears a black skydiving suit and hovers low in the cage with the instructor by her side. The instructor tries to hold her over the fan, which is supposed to lift her up. However, she tries to grip the side walls as she has a hard time maintaining her position. So, iFly's website notes that the indoor skydiving chain has strict weight limits for the experience. Instructors may not be able to work with customers who weigh more than 260 pounds, but some locations may be able to make an exception. However, the chain has a hard upper limit of 300 pounds.
So was she under or over?
Well, she was under the 300, but I think she was over the 260.
Okay.
And she lied about it, so they couldn't get her off the ground.
Wait, so she was just floating there?
Basically, about 2 or 3 feet above the ground.
Well, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to make yourself horizontal or vertical, like a pencil, and then the air would flow past you much easier. Because if you got a big old fat body like this, it's going to push you up more.
Unless she's got a big front gut.
Yeah, unless she has a big front butt. That can work as like a makeshift parachute.
All right. Next up, Going Deep. This one's called Going Deep. Okay, now I remember this one. Yeah. All right. We've all heard the question, why did the chicken cross the road? We're sure that you know the question, but have you ever questioned why the question is a question? Have you?
So I'm questioning why someone made a question about a chicken crossing a road.
Well, I mean, it's like it's the joke, but has anybody ever, I don't know, jumped so deep into it that it becomes philosophical. All right, well, let's finish up here. The answer to why the chicken crossed the road was that the road was not a road at all, but was in fact a metaphor for the afterlife. Ooh. Someone when asked said, I cannot believe it took me 25 years to realize that in the chicken crossing the road joke, the other side is the afterlife because it had died. Sound believable?
No, I can get behind it.
Sounds plausible. I mean, well, think about it. I always just thought it was a dumb joke. Like, why did he cross the road?
To get to the other side.
To get to the other side. And what do they call the other side? Heaven,
Next
hell,
life.
whatever. Yeah. I had never thought about it that way. But apparently this dude did.
Well, someone just doesn't have enough time, so they just think instead.
Yeah, well, somebody definitely has too much time on their hands. All right, the social media tattletales. 3 New Jersey men have now been arrested in a vandalism spree earlier this fall in which they broke into a New York amusement park, caused $57,000 in damage, and fled with 200 stuffed animals, police said. Police said the 3 men, 2 19-year-olds and a 20-year-old, took a small boat from Connecticut to the Rye Playland on Long Island Sound on September 23rd, climbed a fence, and went on a vandalism spree. In addition to stealing the 200 stuffed animals, the young men vandalized an electrical room, cutting out fiber optic cables for phones and internet service, and also unsuccessfully attempted to toss a photo booth off the boardwalk, police said. Police were able to track the 3 men down after posting security camera photos on social media. Well, I got to say one thing. I'm glad you're not one of those kids. Because I've never had to come down to the police station and get you.
Well, I don't understand the hype with throwing photo booths in the ocean. I never really saw that trend passing my interest.
Well, I'm guessing drugs were probably involved, and I know that you don't do drugs, so...
Yeah, kids, don't do drugs.
Yes.
All of you are older than me anyways.
All the what?
All the listeners, they're probably older than me.
Oh, yeah, they are, and they probably do drugs, too.
Oh. Well, stay safe then.
Yes, definitely stay safe. You're kind of right in the middle of this. I mean, this has gone back for years, but, you know, when you go to the store, you get paper or plastic.
Yeah, for bags.
Yeah, and then they were paper, then they went to plastic, now they went back to paper. Anyways, this one's titled Paper or Plastic. All right, Yaz Chapman, 34, of Portsmouth, Hampshire, England, was diagnosed at age 4 with pica, a disorder that involves eating items that are not typically thought of as food. As a child, she tried talcum powder, chalk, and cigarette rolling papers. According to the LAD Bible, the mom of 4 currently eats about 10 sheets of paper each day. I look forward to the postman, Chapman said. Certain papers taste different and they have different textures. I'll rip a corner off just to test it. She said she drinks plenty of water to help with constipation. When someone likes chocolate and they're craving something sweet, they eat it and then they feel better because of the chemicals released in their brain. It's like that, Chapman said, about living with pica. So do you understand what pica is after my poor reading skills?
So I'm guessing it's a mental disorder to where it's not like a mental disorder where like, ooh, you should go to an insane asylum. But it's just like, you're kind of weird. You like eating metal. You're like a goat or something.
Yeah, I don't know about eating metal, but definitely like a goat. Our goats eat whatever they can get their mouths on. All right. Let's see. All right. Do you know what Jell-O's made of?
Yeah, gelatin.
What do you know what gelatin is made of?
Well, it used to be made out of horse hooves or just any hooves, but I think they make it out of something else now.
Yeah, probably
because PETA had a big O fit about it.
Yep. All right, looking for a get-rich-quick scheme? Start saving those fingernail clippings. In traditional Chinese medicine, Oddity Central reported on September 26th, clippings are incorporated into medicinal products to treat abdominal distension and tonsillitis. Companies that make the treatments purchase the clippings and wash them thoroughly before grinding them into a powder, and the prices paid for them are relatively high. One woman sold clippings for $21 per kilogram. She had been saving them since childhood.
Wait a second. Like toenail clippings?
Toenail, fingernail.
Well, just look at your nutritional facts when you eat your marshmallows. You might get a woman's toenail in there.
You might. All right, how much money would it cost to eat a handful of toenails?
How much would I pay to do it,
No,
or get paid?
Get paid. Yeah, I don't think you would pay to do it.
Are they mine or someone else's?
Someone else's.
Do I know this person?
Mom.
Well, Mom's toenails are pretty thin. They're like really bendy.
Bendy toenails. All right. That's her nickname, Bendy Toenails.
I don't know, like $1,000, maybe more, $1,050.
It would take you $1,050 before you would eat that.
Like a good handful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. When we're done here, we're going to the bank, and I'm getting $1,050. I want to see you eat Mom's toenails.
Jeez, we'll have to wait a little bit to get that many.
Probably. All right. This one's called Play Stupid Games. Former Texan Derek Huffman, along with his wife Deanna and 3 children, moved to Russia earlier this year looking for traditional values. The Kiev. All right. Some people call it Kiev. Other people call it
Kiev?
Yeah, so I don't know, but whatever. The Kiev Post reported on July 15th, Derek was hoping for a job with the Russian military as a welder, but with no prior military experience, and after just a few weeks of training, he's being sent to the front lines in Russia's war with Ukraine. The Huffmans don't speak or understand Russian. Well, you know, that's always smart to move to Russia if you don't speak or understand it. Yeah. I don't want anyone here in Russia to say that we don't belong here. So if I go put my body on the line for Russia, I've earned our place, Derek said on the family's YouTube channel.
No wonder he's a former Texan. They probably kicked his ass out.
Probably, because he sounds like an idiot. See, now this next one I was hoping Gabe was going to be here. We were going to do this last night with my son and his friend Gabe. But it just got late, and we didn't end up doing it. So we're doing it tonight, and his friend Gabe is working tonight. So, but this one I wanted to save for him and see what he said. But we'll just have to muddle through it. All right. A blunt critique of Mexican bread by a British baker sparked a cascade of social media outrage. Well, what doesn't cause an outrage on social media these days? Ultimately leading to a public apology. In an interview for a food-themed podcast that resurfaced online, Richard Hart, the co-founder of Green Rhino Bakery in Mexico City and a well-known figure in international baking circles, said Mexicans don't really have much of a bread culture, adding that they make sandwiches in these white, ugly rolls that are pretty cheap and industrially made. His comments quickly rippled across Instagram, TikTok, and X, with many Mexicans accusing him of being dismissive and insulting of Mexico's traditional breads. What began as a dispute over bread soon ignited a national debate. I never heard of this, so I doubt it had a national debate going on, but whatever. He offended the community of bakers in Mexico and all of the people of Mexico who like bread, which is almost everyone, said Daniela Delgado, a university student in Mexico City. Don't mess with bolillo. All right. So what do you think Gabe would think of that one? He'd think...
He'll probably say, like, what?
Yeah.
You think?
I've never been to Mexico.
Yeah. He's like, I think 10 or 25% Mexican, but he would understand. Like, pan dulce, people really like that. Like, if that dude went to a swap meet, he would be like a second Jesus. He would not survive.
I don't understand why people like pan dulce. I don't think it's that good.
I've tried it. It's okay, but I don't know. I don't really like a sweet bread. I like sourdough. Sourdough is probably the best bread.
Well, that's because you're white. somewhat white.
I guess. But, whatever.
All right, well, we're going to finish things off with the top 10 Guinness World Records of 2025. And this first one is right up your alley because I know as a kid you used to love the Legos. So number one of the top 10 world records of 2025. This is, well, do you even know about Guinness?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't.
Like the drink?
No, that's a beer.
I know, Guinness World Records. I used to buy the Guinness World Records of each year at the Scholastic School Fair
Oh, so they still
in
have
elementary school.
Okay, I didn't know they still had it back then.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, all right. Well, number one, fastest 100-meter barefoot on Lego bricks. 661 pounds of Lego bricks spread across 100 meters of track in Christchurch, with a record-setting time of 24.75 seconds. So, do you think you could run across 100 meters of Lego bricks barefoot in 24.75 seconds?
I don't know about 24 seconds. I'll probably take longer, but I probably could do it since I got some pretty caveman feet. Like, I go outside and barefoot all the time, walk on the asphalt.
You do, and they look like Barney Rubble feet.
Yeah, like Freddie Flintstone.
All right, number two, fastest time to clear a game of Hungry Hungry Hippo.
I know what that is.
Did you see it?
No, I have one.
No, I mean the fastest time to clear it. Like as soon as you start, how long would it take to clear?
8.9 seconds? No, that's really fast. I think it takes a good 15, maybe longer.
Well, this was a father and son duo that cleared the game in 5.8 seconds. The previous record was 8.9.
These guys must be practicing every day.
Yeah, they cheated.
Dad's at work. He's like, can't wait to play Hungry Hippos after work. Looking forward to it.
All right, number three, fastest garden shed. A British man, Brian Cade, 61, said in an episode of the TV series Record Breakers, inspired him to combine his building expertise with his love of classic cars and set a new speed record for motorized garden sheds. See, the thing that made me laugh about these when I saw them, and it's always been this way with Guinness, they have the weirdest records. Like,
yeah, these guys are getting records because no one else has fucking done it.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, who does this stuff? All right, so Cade took his finished project to Elvington Airfield in York, where it was clocked at record-breaking speed of 123 miles per hour. Okay. Moving on. Swedish man Martin Strobe, 42, said his kids encouraged him to attempt to set a Guinness World Record, and his research and stretchy nostrils led him to sticking matches up his nose. Strobe was able to hold 81 matches in his nostrils at the same time, beating the previous record of 68. Okay, so somebody asks you to break a world record, and they go, okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to break? Is your first thought, I'm going to stick matches up my nose?
That was not my first thought.
Well, if you could break any record, what do you think you would break? Or attempt to break?
There's probably already some freak in the world that's done some obscure thing because they're unnaturally gifted. I don't know.
Well, that's why these guys do weird ones, because nobody else has ever done them, like you said. So they come up with I'm going to eat 4 paintbrushes.
It's probably someone else has already done that. I could be the first person in the world to ride an Evel Knievel bike off a cliff and land on a soft bed and not die.
I would suggest not trying that.
Oh, well.
All right. One of the games you like to play is that skateboard game, right?
Skate?
I don't know. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like Skate 3. Skate 3 is the best skate game.
All
and
right.
then there's a new one that came out. It's just called Skate.
Well, I mean, skateboarding is fun,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're a pig.
That's true.
Norbert, a skateboarding swine from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, showed off his skills and propelled his own board for a distance of 10 meters, which is 32.8 feet, in just 11.32 seconds. Owner Vincent Barron said 175-pound Norbert is a natural on the board and has earned the nickname Tony Pork in honor of legendary skater Tony Hawk. Does your third version of that game have a pig skateboarding?
I don't remember there being a pig skin, but in Skate 3 there is a steak. You can customize your character to be a giant like piece of steak or like a meat. And like,
Of course
it
you
has
can.
no legs or anything. It's literally just a giant piece of steak that's on a skateboard.
So it has no legs, but it can still turn the board.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if you got like a little chunk of the meat and like made it look like it had a leg, but there are no legs. So.
All right, skateboarding pigs and skateboarding steaks. The fastest 100-meter running on all fours. This one would creep me out. This would seem like, what was that, The Circle? Didn't the chick come out of the TV crawling on all fours?
Yeah, she did.
Ryuzi Yone, 22, who has been running on all fours since middle school, said he studied animals, including dogs, cats, and monkeys, to perfect his quadrupedal sprinting technique. He successfully took the record by running 100 meters in a time of 14.55 seconds, besting the previous record of 15.66 seconds. Again, people are just thinking stuff up off the top of their head, and they're like, I set a record. And this next one pretty much proves that. Anna Banash, 45, proved her love of the game of golf by inserting 711 tees into her hair with the help of 2 assistants in Carlsbad, California. See, now, I think the whole thing should be, you have to put them in your hair, but you have to do it. You can't have people helping you.
Yeah, I thought the whole point of getting the record is because you have the talent to do it.
Exactly.
Not with the help of someone else doing it with you.
Exactly. This one's actually pretty cool. Most standing backward somersaults in 30 seconds while your entire body is on fire. British daredevil Ryan Looney, 28, donned protective gear that allowed him to engulf his entire body in flames while he attempted to perform as many backflips as possible in 30 seconds. Looney, who successfully broke the record with seven of the stunts in the allotted time, said the largest obstacle wasn't the heat from the fire, it was the cold from the protective gel that had been refrigerated for 24 hours prior to his attempt. So again, he's got protective gel. So yeah, big deal. Have him do it without the protective gel.
I think you would die.
Probably. Again, I don't even know what to say about it. I'm just going to read it. Abolfazo Saber Mokhtari, 54, set the record for balancing spoons on his body at 85 in 2021 and bested his own total with 88 in 2023. Mokhtari attempted the title a third time and set the record at 96 spoons. So I guess it's exactly what you're thinking. The dude lays on the ground and somebody else puts spoons on him. Impressive.
Well done, buddy.
I can imagine the dude like in a bar and he's like, hey, pretty lady, I have the world's record for 96 spoons on my body. Would you like to see them?
No, dude, get away from me.
All right. And yeah, this is the last one. Farthest eyeball pop by a male. William Martinez Sanchez Lopez of Uruguay, native. A Uruguay native living in Italy. That just doesn't make sense. What?
Williams Martin Sanchez Lopez. So he has Latino last names, but an English first name.
Well, he's from Uruguay. I think maybe he just moved to Italy, but I don't know. It just seems weird.
This guy's all over the place.
said he discovered his unusual talent for relaxing the muscles around his eyes when he was about 8 or 9 years old, and it has been his signature party trick ever since. Lopez performed the trick for his doctor, who confirmed the man's eyes can pop 0.74 inches out of their sockets, enough to earn him the Guinness World Record title. You ever seen people that can do this?
Yeah, it's like there's like this one big black guy that can like pop both his eyeballs out of his head. He's like,
There was a picture of it. I think it was the same guy
yeah.
because it was a black guy. Well, I mean, no, he's Hispanic. Maybe he's just really dark Hispanic.
That's an extremely dark Hispanic person.
Well, there are a lot of Hispanic people that are dark, and there's a lot of Hispanic people that are light.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. I want to thank my son for hanging out with me in here and doing it. It's always fun. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was cool. Some interesting topics here. You know, people are really weird. They do a lot of weird shit. I see it in real life, and I see it in the internet, mostly the internet.
Yeah, internet is, well, it's a cesspool, basically.
Yeah. There's good things about it.
I guess you could say that. But, yeah, I hope you guys all had a great 2025. And here's looking forward to a great 2026. And also, make sure that you are thankful every day for all God has given you. Help each other whenever you can. Stay safe. And don't take any crap from anyone. So until 2026, have a good one, and we'll see ya. Bye-bye.